What's up, everybody? This is John and this is LC.
Hey.
No, Latoya. Do what they know you for. Do what they know you for. Come on, man. Do what they know you for. That's what I'm talking about. This is John. This is LC. We're back. I apologize. It's been a long time, but life happens, right?
It's been about a month, yeah.
Did you guys like our intro? A new intro, new everything, man. Marriage moment. We promise you guys we're gonna be more consistent with this. Marriage moment. We are going to talk about gender roles today in the family, in the marriage, gender roles. Do you agree with it? Do you don't? Let's just jump right into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Marriage moment. Gender roles. What is gender roles to you?
Gender roles are certain expectations that I shouldn't even say people, society has put on men and women to do certain things in their household. Like, for example, men are supposed to take out the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Men go to work
Yeah.
and provide. Women, they take care of the kids every second of the day.
Right.
So those are gender roles.
So gender roles is basically, hey, the man got to do this, the woman got to do that.
Exactly.
Okay, so my definition is the same thing. Gender roles is basically roles that are, I don't want to say the word stereotype, but I'll say.
But it is stereotypical.
Okay, so roles that are a norm, I guess, stereotype for a family that I want to say that the opposite sex either cannot do or not supposed to do. We all was raised in that gender role, and so I kind of agree. So do you agree with it? Do you don't? You said no?
No.
So she doesn't agree with it. I'm on the fence. I'm yes and no. I don't, but I do. So I'm both. I know that's not an answer, but I'm on the fence.
It is an answer.
It is an answer. I'm on the fence. So I'm going to let ladies go first, and I'm going to say, why don't you agree with it?
I don't agree with it personally.
What's one thing in the house that you feel like I do that you can do?
You wash dishes.
No. That's like a gender role that I'm like, hey, you can't do this.
Oh, like, I feel I can mow the grass.
See, okay, and I was hoping you'll say that. And you can mow the grass, and we've driven past a lot of houses, everybody, where a lot of people has a lot of women were outside mowing the grass, and that's fine.
And it was teamwork. It wasn't just the woman was outside by herself. Like,
No. It was
out
both,
there tending
but
to
I'm talking about the
well.
ones where the woman was just out there.
Yeah.
But every single time I drove past and saw that, I always have the man. I wonder where the man is at. You know what I'm saying?
And see, for me, I'm like, oh, that's normal.
But see, mowing the grass is like a man's manhood. Like the grass in his garage is like their manhood. Kind of like the kitchen and cleanliness and all that to the woman. And baking and cooking. I'm telling you, like, there are certain things that a woman take pride in, like cooking. Yes or no?
I mean, it depends on what woman.
I mean, the average woman, let's just say 60%, more than half of the women take pride in their cooking, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So, with that being said, that's just something that they take pride in, because just like the old saying, the way to a man's heart is through his belly. And so they take pride in that.
Is that how I win you?
Yeah.
No, it's not. You don't. It's not. You're lying.
What are you talking about? I eat your cooking.
But that's not how I won you over.
How do you win me over?
I honestly don't know.
Shit I got to deal with?
Anyways, continue.
All right. So, is the volume too loud? The volume too loud? A little bit.
I think we're fine.
You think we're fine? Okay. All right. Well, so I lost my point. You up there doing all that craziness.
Okay.
No, so
Blame me.
basically, her gender role that she feel like she can do is mow the grass. I agree with that. I feel that she can mow the grass, but I don't want her to.
Very capable.
You're very capable.
When I was a teenager, my dad taught me.
But I don't want you to because I feel like that's my responsibility as the man of the house. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Like, I know you can, but it's just, I guess I was just raised that my dad always did it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like cooking and cleaning. Like towards, you know, like my dad cooked and cleaned like the last 10 years I was in the house. He cooked, he cleaned, so that's kind of what I
I've
do.
seen him
I try
do
to
dishes
help.
before.
Right, you do dishes,
Which
cook,
you do
clean.
dishes for me.
Even laundry. So, like I said, I agree with the gender roles, but then again, I don't. And so,
You just don't want to mow grass.
so mowing the grass, I feel like it's one of those gender roles that I feel like it's more of.
I can't touch it.
It's not the fact that there's no sexism in it. When I got like gender roles, it's more of, hey, I don't want you touching it because I feel like that's something that that's like a manly thing, as in like that's something that I want to do.
And see, I don't have those stipulations with you. If you want to do something, go right on ahead.
So baking.
If you want to bake, I will pull out my KitchenAid right
well-
now and you can bake a cake.
I can't touch your tools.
But that doesn't bother me.
It probably just bothers me. I'm probably just so.
We're just wired differently.
How he's just wired differently. So I disagree with that. Is there anything else that you feel like that in the house?
No.
Fix it.
I feel like you really take the time to help me in the house. Like you don't say, "Oh, nope,
Right.
I can't touch that. I can't do that because I'm a man."
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna just sit here and watch sports all day.
No, so let me just say this. When it comes to helping out in the home for the betterment of the family and also to help your spouse, I'm all for it. But when it comes to like, I don't know, like I'm against you can't do something because you're a woman. I do feel like there are different physical limitations between a man and a woman. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not wired to give birth. You guys are. I'm not wired.
Is that why? Never mind. Keep going.
Yeah. But I'm not wired to do that, and so I do. So my agreement with gender roles is not like a sexist or a sexism, as in like women can't do it. It's more of a like I want to do it. Like cutting the grass kind of just puts me in my own zone, you know. So.
And I like to be in my own zone too.
Do you feel like gender roles hinders the family?
It can. It can put a lot of like mental and physical stress on the woman.
Really?
Yeah, there's a people talk about this all the time, like the mental load of women and how we have to remember everything for everyone in our families. So yeah, it can be exhausting being the wife, mother of a family because of all the things that we have to remember. Like, oh, kids have picture day. I got to make sure that, you know, they have, you know, like, for example, the seasons are about to change. Oh, I gotta get all their spring stuff out so that, you know, they won't be wearing sweaters when it's 65 degrees outside. Like, that's stuff that you don't think about. But it's stuff that I'm always constantly thinking about.
Exactly. So that is a role.
It's not a role.
No. That's perfect.
It's
no.
mental
no,
load.
No.
That
That's
you can definitely do.
That no.
Well,
That right, but that's a position that most women have. Thinking about hair. Do I think about like doing their hair?
No, you should.
No, it's not because that's not my lane or responsibility.
Hey.
No, I shouldn't say responsibility.
Hey.
That's not
These
my.
are your kids too.
Do you worry about bills like I do?
No.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
When it comes to bills,
Exactly.
I'm like, you know what?
So she's proving my point. Maybe we don't agree with gender roles. Maybe we will agree with there are certain things that a woman thinks about that a man don't think about,
Right. And vice versa.
and vice versa. Like I think about bills. Hey, turn off the lights. She keep the light on every day, all day, 24/7.
No, that's the kids. That's the kids.
I come home every single time, and that
It's
doggone
the
the closet light is on.
You be leaving it on, homie.
Nah,
Okay.
you can turn it off. And then even last night, he was like, "Oh well, I didn't turn the light on." I'm like, just turn it off. All right.
You turn it on, you turn it off.
She thinks about hair.
I think about hair.
She thinks about the outfits.
I think about the outfits.
Every time she goes to church Sunday morning, and I got to get the kids up. Like I'm always doing something wrong. And I'm like, oh well, I mean, it looks fine.
You didn't wash their face.
I mean, I told them to go do it. But
You
I
didn't
think
check. You didn't check. That's the problem.
I think Pastor Westcombe had that same thing. Dude with the glasses. I'm bad with names, but either way it goes, I think we're coming to an agreement that let's take a step back for a second.
So we don't believe in gender roles. We believe in gender tasks.
Ah, there we go. I'm writing that down. We don't believe gender roles, but
true.
gender task. Ha! See, look at that. But let's take a step back, because ever since the history of the world, the man provided, and the woman was like the nurturer. Because even in the Bible,
we're providing in a different way.
We're both providing in a different way. The woman was usually domain was at the home, and our domain was outside.
Which my domain is in the home.
Even looking at the Bible, even in the book of Genesis, God told Adam, curse the ground that he walks on, and then he also talks to the woman about nurturing, about the kid, about birth pains and stuff like that. Even throughout the history of the Bible, the woman's been kind of, there's been roles, and even throughout the history of America, there's been roles, but I think that you can be, I wouldn't mind, let me throw this, I wouldn't mind being a stay-at-home dad. Well, I'll work part-time. Let's say you get a job and you well off, and we're in a situation that we got 3 kids.
Just 3? You forgetting about that?
No, I'm talking about like at home. We're like, man, like somebody gotta be at home. I wouldn't mind staying at home. Part-time, of course. Like a.
You say that.
No, not like a part-time job, like a part-time role, like
Kinda
instead
like
of
how I
full-time. Right. I wouldn't mind having the roles reversed, as in like she's the money maker. She got a full-time role, and I got like a little part-time gig. Well, I say that now.
You say that now, but remember that one time when I had to go into the office for whatever reason?
Oh man, that was crazy.
And then I came back home and the house was trash. The kids.
Oh yeah, man, that was crazy.
Crazy, and you looked like you were about to.
We had a video about that, didn't we?
Yeah. It was a couple months ago. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh man, it was crazy, and I can speak about all of the men out there when I say that we don't know how women do it, man. In fact, it's the same pastor. He talked about that, man. How I'm telling you, if you're a man out there, you don't have the physical or mental strength to deal with what the women deal with. I'm telling you, because have her leave, as I said in the other video, have her leave for an hour, and you still home with the kids, man. You ain't gonna know. The woman gonna call back have they ate? No, they say they hungry. Nah, I mean it's they know what each kid needs, the focal, the energy. Man,
I think it's because I just study the kids. I don't think it's like that for everybody. I study the kids very.
Yeah, closely. But I like that. We believe in gender tasks, but not gender roles. Yeah, gender tasks. Last question. On this marriage moment.
Okay.
What is one stigma that most married couples get wrong about gender roles? What's that one thing that you see in marriages that are gender role, and it's kind of you can do that too, right?
Yeah. So.
That's destroying the family.
Yeah. So, I often see men who will they have kids and it's just like, oh, she has them. Like they feel like they can't or that they don't have to participate in like child rearing.
Mm-hmm.
But if we are a team
Mm-hmm.
and we decide that we're going to have children together,
Right, we can raise them together.
we're going to raise them together. It's not just going to be a
Tag
oh,
team.
oh, you got them.
Yeah. Sometimes we got to figure it out because I can't. You can't keep the kids for 2 hours, and I'm barely doing 30, and it's like, man, what you want? But like,
Yeah.
sometimes I got to figure it out.
And I think that you do a very good job of yes. I always tell him like he is like so supportive and he's so great with the kids because like for example back in November I went and took a trip to Florida and he had 3 of the kids with him and I took one and they survived the whole weekend.
Hey,
I don't
keyword survived.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
No,
but like,
it's all good. You expressing yourself. Go ahead. You say
it
how you
wasn't like
feel.
he was texting and calling like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do.
Nope.
Like he did it.
Hey, I got 3 sisters and a mama, so I got backup if needed.
But then like I even think about like there's some Sundays that I have to get up early to go to church so I can sing. You get all 4 girls ready for church. Now their faces might not be washed,
Hey,
but
that was one time, and she keeps having that.
homie, it's been more. But anyways,
Whatever.
they make it to church on time. The kids are, happy to be there. Like it's not like the end of the world that I wasn't there to assist with getting the kids ready. So again, I thank you for being who you are and being able to be a great father.
I appreciate that, baby.
To me,
So we agree on gender. What we say? Role? No. Task, but not gender roles. Gender tasks mean that there are certain tasks
like
that
mentally that we're thinking about.
there are certain tasks that are assigned to each gender that we focus on more. Mine is the more of the financial. Mine is more of the security. Hers is more of the nurturing,
Just taking
care of the kids as far as like school. Like I don't think about school. She does. I don't think about hair. She does. And stuff like that. So I mean, there's gender, but at the same time, gender tasks does not mean that I need to focus on like I don't have to focus on those tasks.
Great.
Gender roles mean that hey, that's your role. I don't have to worry about it. Gender tasks meaning that hey, I need to learn how to do that task also. And I feel like it's okay to have gender task as far as the one person is focusing on that a little bit more. But the other person need to step their game up on it. And gender roles are very
black and white. This
black
is how
and white.
it is.
But some people,
There's
some
no
families,
flexibility.
some families are okay.
Yeah, and it
I
works for them.
I consider myself more of a traditional type guy, but like I said,
Although people don't think that we're traditional, but go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'll say that to say this: if you are a family that has gender roles, and that's fine. If it works for you, that's fine. But I think in my family, with us, in our marriage, we have gender tasks and not gender roles. But the most important thing is that you guys work together and you guys do it together.
Yep.
All right? Once again, this is John and this is LC. If y'all been with us from the get-go, y'all know that, that's her thing. This is John, this is LC. As I tell you before, it's not going to be another month before you see us again, all right? Yeah. We are on it. We promise you guys. Thank you for showing up. We love you guys. Peace.